Kristin and this is the video for day number 182 of my Song a Day project. Just about at the halfway point. And the song that I'm doing is I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. Then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along, and so we are back from my space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock, I should have made you leave a key. If I'd known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go! Walk out the door! Just turn around now, cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Do you think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart, and trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up high, and you see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person still in love with you. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. But now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Go on now, go! Walk out the door! Just turn around now, cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Do you think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Oh, go on now, go! Walk out the door! Just turn around now, cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey! That was my rendition of I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. And surprisingly, I don't think that there's any real recorded version of that out there of me. And it's weird because I've done that in karaoke like a million times. And apparently that is, I heard somewhere, like the most frequently performed karaoke song. And, you know, that makes sense. And it stands the test of time. I did a really, really awesome performance of it at the karaoke at the closing party of the Animal Rights Conference last year, 2013. I couldn't go this year because it was on the West Coast. But, it's funny because I guess that all the people who sort of know me in the AR community sort of have seen me as like sort of a withdrawn person and like, you know, sort of quiet and stuff. And so like I really surprised some people. I used to be a lot more overall outgoing when I was younger, and you know, used to perform in a lot of talent shows and stuff, but in recent years I can be kind of shy, and so the people there knew me like that. So when I got up there at the end of conference party and like wailed that out, I really surprised a lot of people, and it was pretty awesome because I got up there like just in the nick of time. And then I had to like run out to catch my ride because it was really, really late, and I like, did this awesome job, and I was like, peace, and then I left, and like people were like stunned. It was an awesome moment, and I wish I had gotten the whole thing on video. Unfortunately, I used up like all my memory card space, and I only had like 30 seconds at like the most compressed rate left. And I handed my camera off to someone, and they recorded it, but I only got like a third of the song. And this guy who I'd met there recorded it onto like his iPod. Apparently you can do that. I'm not familiar with that technology. But then apparently he left it somewhere, and then we fell out of touch. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever be seeing that video, unfortunately. And it was probably deleted or something, so that frustrates me a lot. But anyway, it is like the most frequently done karaoke song, and it is an awesome song to do and a lot of fun, and I think I do a really good job at it. I've done that song several times in karaoke. That's like my go-to song, and clearly I really get into it and enjoy singing it. I was doing it as far back when I was in high school. My school used to do this thing, Kidatini Day for the developmentally disabled. They called it K3D Day, but that's actually redundant because one of the D's was for day. It's like when people say 5:30 a.m. in the morning. But anyway, so I was like one of maybe 3 people who performed on stage for the disabled people and the student assistants. And it was like this little mini talent show thing. And so I actually have the karaoke music for it. I got like a generic CD. But you know, of course, for this I'm doing all a cappella performances. But another interesting story relating to this song has to do with when I was in a creative writing class my senior year of high school, and we had this poetry project, and so we put together a book of poems, and we were supposed to pick, I think, like 2, I don't know if it was songs specifically or just poems in general, you know, that pre-existing things, and include them in this book. And so I wanted to use I Will Survive for one of them. You know, it's an empowering song and one that I like a lot and always have. And but I hurriedly looked it up and printed it out, and I did not realize that it was a different rendition of the song that the lyrics were from that I printed. Apparently the group Cake did a remake of the song and used some very bad language in it, and I was not aware that I was printing out a different version of the song. And you know, bada boom, printed it out, put it in the book, submitted the assignment, not knowing that I had submitted an assignment to my teacher that had the F word in it. And she was like, "This is not appropriate." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know it was that version." It was awful. But you know, it wasn't held against me, but that was pretty bad. But and what a desecration of the song too. Like, but one other thing that this song makes me think of is like back in the early days of the you know, widespread internet. I mean, I know the internet's been around a lot longer than that for like research and, you know, businesses and stuff. But back when, you know, the internet was just gaining momentum in, like, you know, people's households, there was this video, which other people probably remember. It was this dancing alien video to this song. And that's back when, like, there wasn't a whole lot on the internet. And, you know, like, everybody watched, like, these particular things, you know, like, you would forward them around and stuff. And yeah, it was like a disco dancing alien dancing to I Will Survive. I just still have sort of this image of it in my head. Weird. But, a different time. But speaking of the internet and my computer and the camera and technology in general has me at like my wit's end lately, and it really stinks, particularly because apparently with milestones in this project, technology decides to mess up and, you know, sort of undermine the celebration of it for me. But like with the 150th video, I did the 150th video and put it on my computer and the hard drive crashed. And then I wasn't able to get videos edited and posted up for like 2 weeks or something. And now with this, I am just about at the halfway mark. Actually, half of 365 would be 182 and a half. But since there are no half days on this video project, it's sort of between this and the next video. But the real celebration, I guess, is when I do 183, because that's you know, nailing the halfway mark and surpassing it. But anyway, so I've been having some computer issues lately, as I mentioned. Some stupid site that seemed like it was safe and wasn't, and now there is like a horrible virus on my computer, and it is like decimating it. I can't do like anything. And I had finally found a video editing program that didn't seem to be degrading the video quality as that free trial had been, and didn't print that stupid thing across the top. And you know, there's only a few days of that left anyway. And so I was using that program, and you know, it was working pretty well. I was getting the hang of it, and So I edited video 180 and I just had to convert the file format and my computer froze up. So I had to turn it off. Turned it back on. I could see the file name. I could not access it. I had saved it as 2 different files along the way. I completed my work, saved it before trying to convert the file format, and it would not let me access it. And I followed the instructions on how to troubleshoot and try to fix things, and it didn't work. So even though I could not wrap my mind around taking another huge chunk of my day out to edit the same project over again, I did, and now it's frozen again, and I see the writing on the wall. It's funny because the Destiny's Child album from the song I did the other day, it's called Writings on the Wall, I think. But anyway, I see the writing on the wall that the same thing's going to happen again, and I just cannot edit it 3 times. I'm going to go crazy. Anyway though, so I was getting on a better track with that. I was going to quickly edit video 180 and 181 and get them up and be on time for the halfway mark, and all that happened. And now my computer's not letting me do like anything. And then I couldn't even get the pictures off of the memory card I was using, so I wasn't able to record the video when I wanted to, but thankfully I found an old card that had space. I don't know why it had space. I hope that stuff didn't get lost. I don't know if that could just happen on its own. Hopefully not. But anyway, so I found memory card space, started my video, and what does my camera do? Keep shutting off, like every minute. And so I had to repeat the one story like 4 times, and I still don't know if I got the whole thing on here. It's so annoying. Technology is not my friend. But anyway though, so as I said, I am just about up to the halfway mark. So it's very exciting, and I figured as part 1 of the 2-part half project celebration, I would do an awesome song that I know I'm really good at, so that was it. Once again, that was my rendition of I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, kind of apropos amid the technological issues. I will survive this. Anyway, that was my rendition of I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor for day 182 of my Song a Day project. As always, thanks for listening, and please check back often. I'm Kristin Starr. Peace.